Hey everyone, and welcome. We're John and Lorna, and back in 2023 we decided it was really time for a change. We decided to leave the Gold Coast in Australia, and we sold pretty much everything we owned, including our Harley Davidson, our house, and traded it all for an adventure in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And it's been an incredible journey so far. We've already picked up a new Harley, found a wonderful new home, and even got a Ford Wildtrak. So follow along as we give you a peek into our daily life, our views about living in Thailand, and all our travel adventures. Welcome back to our channel. Now today I want to talk about a very important subject that's just come up in the news this last week or so, and its effects on millions of people, not only in Australia, but probably worldwide in many Western countries today. Now that subject is aged care. Now for years we dreamed of retiring here in Thailand, but what about our family back home? What about the millions of Australians who promised themselves they would never end up in a nursing home? Now they worked their lives, saved their money, and now the government has delivered a final crushing blow that proves the dream of aging at home is officially a financial trap. It's the $50 an hour betrayal. Just days ago, the headlines hit in Australia because under the new Australian Aged Care Act, which is coming into force very soon, older Australians, especially those who are self-funded retirees, will be forced to pay up to 50% of the service fee for basic home care. Now, before we even start the numbers, if you are a self-funded retiree in Australia, what is your biggest, most terrifying financial fear right now? Let us know in the comments below, because the reality is basic help, like having a carer come into your own home to assist you with just basic showering, cleaning, or making a meal, is being charged out by agencies at up to $100 an hour. And now, if you have assets, you're going to be contributing to that $50 of that per hour. Now, this is not for a specialist nurse. This is for domestic assistance. Now, the clock is ticking on your retirement fund, and every tick costs $50. Now, the moment we saw the headlines, we knew this was more than just policy. It was a personal crisis for millions. So take Doug Taylor. Now he is nearly 80, and he spent the last decade tirelessly caring for his wife who has dementia. But now Doug himself is battling cancer and chronic pain, and his wife's care package is safe because it comes under the old rules. But Doug urgently needs care. He needs personal support now, and his needs will fall under the new harsh rules that are coming in. Now, Doug survives on a small part pension and some savings that he has. But the Australian full basic pension, which most people probably don't know, is only about $30,000 per year per person in Australia. So he's not against paying. He has a little bit of savings, but with providers charging $100 an hour, he now faces paying potentially $70 to $80 an hour just for basic help, just to have his own needs met at home. Now, this is the reality of self-funded retiree watching their security drain away. Now, Doug told the ABC News in Australia that his deepest fear is simple. Whatever savings you might have now, they are not going to last very long. Now, another story is Janet. She needs a husband to go into private aged care home because he has dementia, and she's struggling to care for him at home. Now, the cost of private dementia care in Australia does vary. For a high-need self-funded dementia patient, the total annual out-of-pocket cost can easily range from $70,000 to over $150,000 per year in a residential setting, or even up to $400,000 per year for full-time high-end private in-home care. Now, Janet can't afford this. She can't afford the cost, and her husband isn't able to get into public care. Now, the national waiting list for in-home care is high in Australia, and service providers have reported standard wait times for up to 12 to 15 months for high-level packages, even for those who have already been approved for care. So people living with dementia, or those from culturally or linguistically diverse backgrounds, may experience slightly longer wait times for specialised services within home care package systems in Australia. So for those of you already navigating the NDIS or home care packages, let me ask you this. What is the current actual wait time for a level 3 or 4 package in your state? Can you drop the city and the wait time below in the comments and help others to know what's going on and maybe plan ahead? Because this causes fear, and fear drives us to look at the cold maths. Now, if you need just 5 hours of assisted care per day, help getting up, dressing, taking your meds, and a few household tasks 7 days a week, well, your annual out-of-pocket cost under this new system hits a devastating number. That's right, at $50 an hour, 5 hours a day adds up to $250 a day. And then multiply that by 365. And you are spending, get this, $91,250 a year just for essential part-time home care. That's really crazy. You are literally watching your security disappear just to stay in your own home that you love. Now, the entire system is structured to drain the life savings of the middle class, leaving them with one terrifying realization: that they ran out of money before they ran out of life. Would you trade what's familiar for dignity? Would you leave your own country to get a compassionate, affordable care in a place like Chiang Mai, Thailand? Yes or no, and why? Just drop the comments down below.
Hi, John here. This is an interesting topic right now and affects many people. And I just want to say that at the moment we stopped viewing aged care as a service to be bought and started viewing it as a lifestyle to be chosen, the entire equation flipped. We focused our research on the one place we knew prioritized happiness and affordability: Thailand. Specifically, here in Chiang Mai, where the mountains and the gentle culture are a permanent feature. The idea is simple, and it's this: if your savings are going to be drained anyway, why not spend them on a resort-style retirement where the care is high quality and the cost is a fraction of the Australian price? Think of it as medical tourism for the soul. What we found was that in many instances, Thailand is already decades ahead of the West in creating a dignified, affordable environment for seniors. So let's run the numbers side by side. Remember, the Australian shock that terrified Doug Taylor: $50 an hour, co-payment for basic care. Now look at the Thai reality. In Chiang Mai, you can secure a spot in a high-end, purpose-built facility, complete with private rooms, gourmet dining, pools, and 24/7 care for a flat monthly fee. For assisted living or high-level care, Australia's premium facilities charge up to $8,000 Australian per month, plus huge upfront fees. In Chiang Mai, you can get comparable, often superior resort-style package for just 2,000 to 4,000 US dollars per month, which works out at roughly 3,000 to 6,000 Australian dollars per month at current exchange rates and the time this video was made. Even at the top end of the Thai price, you're saving 50% or more compared to the Australian equivalent, in many cases getting one-to-one care. But the most staggering comparison is this. The cost of a private villa, gourmet meals, and round-the-clock nursing support in a Chiang Mai care resort is equivalent to what a self-funded retiree would pay for just the means-tested contributions alone in a basic Australian facility. You are effectively trading a humiliating hourly copay in a struggling Western system for an all-inclusive, affordable luxury in a country that is built on a culture of respect. Plus, there's really a need for an expensive lock-up front deposit. Most facilities operate on a simple, transparent monthly fee model. Your money just doesn't buy time, it buys a life. But the real difference isn't just financial, it's cultural. When we talk about staffing in Australia, we're often talking about mandated minimum minutes per resident per day, a clinical, often rushed approach. In Thailand, caregiving is deeply seated in a cultural tradition of respect for elders. The concept consideration is embedded in the service. Because of the lower cost of labour, Thai facilities can afford a significantly higher staff-to-resident ratio, meaning caregivers are less rushed and more able to provide personal, compassionate attention. You're not a number on a clock. You're a valued member of a community. You trade the sterile, high-turnover environment for one where the staff smiles are genuine and the natural surroundings bring genuine peace. This is the ultimate luxury, surely. The ability to age with peace, comfort, and most importantly, dignity.
Unfortunately, the Australian aged care system is at breaking point. And as it is in the most Western countries, and for retirees like Doug Taylor, the choice is now stark. Continue paying the $50 an hour fee until your savings vanish, or secure your future happiness in Thailand. Now, if this sounds like the escape you need, and if your personal circumstances, which are unlike many others, allow you the freedom to relocate internationally, as we did, then your final empowering step is securing the Thai retirement visa. Now, to secure the Thai retirement visa, you need to be 50 or older and prove financially that you are stable. The key requirement being a deposit of up to 30,000 Australian dollars, which is to be kept in a Thai bank account, which is renewed annually. So by consolidating your savings and moving into a comfortable Thai care environment, you secure your long-term visa and buy yourself the ultimate luxury, which is peace of mind. You didn't run out of money. You simply use your money to buy a better, more respectful quality of life. The cost of living crisis might be just the best thing that ever happened to your retirement plan. We recommend, if you can, to stop planning for failure in Australia and begin to plan for dignity in Thailand. Now, we've covered the savings, but what about the spending? What's the one hidden cost you are most worried about when moving to a place like Thailand? Is it insurance? Is it visa fees? Or is it something else? Now, if this analysis resonates with you, if you found yourself cheering for Doug eventually to escape, or if you simply value content that digs into the honest, high stakes realities of expat life, then please subscribe right now, hit that button, and we share the hard truths about living here. That's what we do because we've been living here for over 2 years. So I think we do know what it's like, and the money, the saving hacks, and the legal changes that affect your future. So please subscribe. It's free. Ring the bell, the notification bell, so then you'll be notified, of course, when we put up new videos, which at the moment are 2 a week. And we'll see you in the next one. So Capcom Car.